And on today's episode, we have Angelo Dodaro, and he's the co-founder and chief marketing officer of AdBank, a powerful ad platform built on Ethereum. And he's also known as one of the world's leading experts on the intersection of creative content and digital advertising. And Angelo has run successful ad campaigns for clients at his agency, Multivitamin Media, and has worked with brands such as Tesla Motors, Cara Foods, Toronto International Film Festival, and Mud Hero, to name but a few. And he's also spoken at the United Nations, Block Show by Cointelegraph in Vegas, Crypto Space in Moscow, and the Zero in Tech Conference in Amsterdam, and so many other events all around the world around technology, innovation in digital advertising, and marketing blockchain and cryptocurrency companies. And if that's not enough, he's also seen as a trusted expert in the intersection between advertising, marketing, and blockchain technology, and has been covered in publications such as Forbes, CBC, CTV, Strategy Marketing Magazine, and the BBC. In short, he knows his stuff. But I invited him on the show today to talk about AdBank, which is a powerful ad platform built on the Ethereum blockchain to remove middlemen and also try to dramatically reduce the 50 billion problem of ad fraud. Sounds cool, right? Well, buckle up and hold on tight as I beam your ears all the way to Canada so we can speak with Angelo from AdBank. So a massive warm welcome to the show. Can you tell the listeners a little about who you are and what you do?
Yeah, first of all, very excited to be on the show. My name's Angelo Dodaro. I'm one of the co-founders of AdBank. And AdBank is a blockchain advertising platform that's designed to address three of the major issues that advertising faces. The first one being it's a very untransparent industry. And anybody that has even a passing interest in blockchain knows that one of the pillars is transparency. And so that's something that is desperately needed in advertising. The next problem is ad fraud. And ad fraud is actually so large that it costs $51 million a day to advertisers. And it's so profitable for organized crime that the only thing that's more profitable than it is drugs. So it's actually number 2 in terms of income for organized crime. And, you know, if you ever thought to yourself what it would be like to smuggle drugs across an international border, ask yourself if you would prefer to stay on a computer and just fake clicks from the comfort of your own home instead. You know, turns out that the gangsters agree that that's a better way to do business. Just turns out that drugs makes a little more money in the grand scheme of things. So, hey, why not do both? The third issue that advertising faces is markups. Markups are obscenely high, so there's a lot of middlemen and a lot of intermediaries. It's not just one. You know, it's actually a sequence of many. And those who are familiar with supply chain and its great benefits and potential for blockchain as a major use case for blockchain, I would say, advertising is basically a supply chain play, except it's in the digital world. And so for a lot of the reasons that supply chain is a burden and very costly and has a murky ecosystem of inefficient middlemen, advertising suffers from those same issues. So blockchain is something that can really revolutionize the advertising industry because of these three problems and the billions of dollars that it costs each year, and the advertisers and publishers are losing because of it. And so my focus at the company is on the marketing side, and I'm really driven by telling that story in a way that not just the crypto community understands it, but in a way that also enterprise level and eventually small, medium-sized businesses can relate to and understand the implications and the benefits that await.
And they are huge, huge problems that you've just talked about there. And like you said, AdBank is a powerful ad platform that's actually built on the Ethereum network. But can you set the scene a little and tell the listeners about how you're actually planning to remove these middlemen and dramatically reduce this 50 billion problem of ad fraud using AI and blockchain, of course?
Yeah, and so, we do see that our platform and tools will be used in a variety of different ways. We really want to build them, at least the intent is to build them in a modular fashion. So there will be elements that existing ad tech can incorporate into what they're doing, and then there will be other instances where we'd like to see a network, or potentially one day even an exchange when the technology gets to that point to support that level of infrastructure, using the entire AdBank elements for their ad tech ecosystem.